What is going on with you? I mean it, Victoria. This better not be some attention-getting stunt. I don't have time for this. You used to be an honor roll student. What is going on? You've been acting out and... Look, I know you don't like Philip, but he is a damn good man. And I'm not going to let you or anybody else ruin this for me. I'm finally happy. I love you, but you need to stop. You need to figure things out, and you need to bring your grades up. Now we're late. Get in there.
Ready when you are. She didn't even have the opportunity to design her perfect night. She was robbed of that right. And despite all the nights of fright and the constant contemplation of ending her life, she never told her predator's wife. He preyed on her while she prayed it wouldn't hurt as he laid on her and did his work. With the inconsideration of Satan, he reigned on his little girl's parade and ruined her days until she felt like her only escape was her grave. Feeling afraid in her own house, she still never told her predator spouse. It's into the day that she was awakened by his devilish eyes and taken by surprise by the sight of one other guy that she decided to announce her cries. In a desperate outreach to be rescued, she decided to broadcast the news. At this point, she had nothing else to lose but her life, so all that was left was for her to tell her predator's wife. But she was amazed how this woman had got caught in the maze and hadn't even realized the changes in her ways or the sadness in her gaze or her constant loss of weight due to the fact that she hadn't ate. She had been blinded by the animal behind this, and her fascination with his finances had darkened her lenses. Reality had become black, and she was oblivious to the fact that this little girl was being attacked. What Mama was holding on to as a means to survive was her daughter's demise. But this little girl was tired of just closing her eyes and muffling her cries. So while shivering from the sole of her feet to the crown of her head as her insides bled, the only thing left was for her to say it. With her head down low and shame running through her veins, she made her claim. Mama, your husband has been using me. Not quite hearing her the first time, her mother lightly replied, "Excuse me, honey, what did you say?" This time a little louder, with a little more aggression, she says, "Mama, your husband has been abusing me." This time her mother heard her just fine, but in denial, she says again, "Excuse me? What did you say?" Finally, fed up at the top of her lungs, she says, "Mama, your husband has been screwing me." Shocked with rage, her mother exclaimed, "Stop. Stop. I don't ever want to hear you say that again. Don't you ever disgrace that man. Watch your mouth." "Watch my mouth? Watch my mouth." "No, Mama, watch your spouse, the guy that you have living in your house. Every time you leave for work, I'm stuck here with this jerk, and he's walking around with no shirt to see if I'm a look. I'm even too shook to go in the kitchen and cook because I don't want him touching me. I'm a little girl who wants to take her time and grow up, and this pervert is rushing me. Don't you see how this is crushing me? If you allow this to go on, then you must not think much of me. I'm your daughter, that's your husband, and he's lusting me. He's fucking me. I thought that I was supposed to be your priority. Please don't let a little money take seniority." And her mother says, what do you mean he's touching you and I must not think much of you? None of this is true. Baby, why are you saying this? This is ridiculous. Listen to me. I want you to stop and listen to Mama for 1 second. Baby, maybe you don't understand him. Maybe you just have his actions misconstrued. He would never be that rude. Baby, ever since me and your father split, this is the only guy that I've ever been happy with. Please don't ruin this. Mom, after all my cries, you're still trying to protect this guy. I thought that as a parent, you'll be a little more coherent to what you're hearing, but apparently you're just trying to protect what you can inherit. In the meantime, he's having his way with me like everything is fine. You're happy and I'm losing my mind. Every time you leave for night shift, he's swift to come through those doors, and every squeak of my hinges is like torture, and every penetration is like slaughter. And this is who you're calling my stepfather? This is who you extended your marriage hand, Mama? This is not a man, this is an animal, and he's preying on me. I see him praying with you, but he's only pretending to be godly. I guarantee you he's thinking about me every second that he's laying with you. And again, her mother says, but baby, this is not true. Mama, what do you want me to do? What do you need me to show you? Do you need to see my bloody underwear, or do you just not care? Do you need to see the sheets that I hide from the laundry that show clear signs of sodomy and fluid from my bodily? Do you need me to elaborate on the sounds that he makes to see if you can relate? I mean, is that what it's going to take? I can describe every inch of his rough palm and tell you how they feel in places where they don't belong. I can tell you the width and how long, because I know. Because he made me touch it. Right before he made me suck it. Mama, if you don't love my life, then let me take it. But just remember that every time you see him naked, my blood is not only on the dick of your man's, but it's on your hands. See, I don't paint these pictures in blood to get you pissed. I just do this to remind you of the risk and let you know that there's little girls that are really going through this. There's nothing that another human being could bring that should supersede the well-being of your offspring. So arm yourself with the wealth of knowledge to prevent this and protect your household from a little girl's cries.